new episode of Ice Pilot Sunday nights at 8.
Currently in our area, 59 degrees under fair skies.
All right, we are hearing the thunder booming over our studio here at the headquarters of the Weather Channel. There goes a lightning strike right there. Did you see that, Reynolds?
I sure did.
Raindrops on the lens. That's the good news. We do need the rain, but man, it sounds like a strong thunderstorm right outside. It is 71 degrees and it's a little muggy out there, and with the storms, that is not good for air travel. In fact, we do have some issues in terms of Hartsfield-Jackson experiencing a ground stop. More than 24 planes are kind of in a holding pattern right now, kind of circling the city, waiting for that opportunity to come in. But you can see our monitors are going black. So yeah, we do have the storms on flight to Atlanta. Definitely a day we have to check ahead. A lot of you maybe you're not flying to Atlanta or just stopping in Atlanta to get somewhere else, and those flights are affected as well. So there's your ground stop that's in effect right now. Thunderstorms overhead, 71 degrees. The winds are picking up too, and that ground stop goes until 9 o'clock this morning. But we're likely to see more storms. Not it for the 8th day. More storms are not today. So right now elsewhere across the country, not too many issues, but again, besides Atlanta, the Florida airports, they will be prone to delays as well. Possible ground stops for a place like Orlando, depending on where those thunderstorms do set up. Also check ahead with New Orleans. We've got Denver and San Francisco on the map with potential delays today. If you're traveling today along the I-10 corridor, this is going to be an area rocked by storms. We've got severe weather that's going to be a possibility along that I-10 corridor between Mobile all the way over towards Jacksonville, Florida. The main threat, damaging winds, very heavy rain, so I would not be surprised if we had some ponding on the roadway. We did have some ponding on the roadways in Nashville yesterday when we had a flash flood warning in effect for Davidson County, but looks like more rain is coming back towards Nashville by midday today, and certainly the evening time frame. Still going to be looking at that possibility of the downpours, and watch out for that lightning as well. Reynolds?
Plenty of it out there this morning. Hey, check this out. Great shot. Spectacular sunset last night in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Last rays of the setting sun painting beautiful, beautiful view here. Thanks so much for Colin Gross for sitting in and sharing that with us. All right, let's talk about the rain that we're getting here across parts of the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. Of course, we have the heavy rainfall that is going to be forming across parts of the Ohio Valley, the Carolinas. Man, the rain that we have here in Atlanta this morning. It sounds like General Sherman is taking Atlanta, and it's 1864. Man, it sounds like artillery fire outside. Well, I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a blast for you. You've got some rough conditions to expect today. Flash flooding going to happen in places like, say, Kentucky, across portions of the Carolinas, even parts of Georgia, and into, yeah, I'd say wouldn't be surprised when that gets into Tennessee. Could happen. Places like Pigeon Forge, the heavy rainfall could be affecting you. For today, we see it rattling its way across the Ohio Valley. In spots like Elmont, New York for the Belmont Stakes, conditions are going to be great. It has been the most bizarre horse racing season, hasn't it? I mean, just bizarre. But at least the weather's going to cooperate as we ran out the big three. Hourly forecast shows a mix of sun and clouds. A dry track can be expected for the horses, so you got that going for you. For tomorrow, we see the rain become far more prevalent into the Mid-Atlantic in D.C. For Monday, from Buffalo to New York. Boston, no rain for you just yet. The rain's going to move through as we get into Tuesday. Possibly some heavier rainfall back into the Berkshires too. And by let's see, by Yeah, I'd say Mount Washington definitely getting in on that. Maybe North Conway too. But notice dry air begins to move into the Ohio Valley, so you will get a bit of a break there. The story in Cincinnati starts off with the rain, then the thunder begins to move through, kind of like it's moving through Atlanta right now, into Sunday, into Monday. Temperatures pretty pleasant, mainly in some 70s, nighttime lows in the 50s and 30s. Washington, D.C., look at this. Here comes the cavalcade of crazy. Thunderstorms on your Monday. By Tuesday, rain early, but not a total washout. Clouds may stick around, but the bulk of the moisture moves out. Showers mainly, Kelly, into the morning.
Yeah, I don't know if folks can hear this at home, Reynolds, but you and I are hearing constant thunder going on outside of our studio. Quite the vibration, too. All right, we do want to take a closer look at D.C. because it is Summerfest, D.C. going on out there. You will definitely need to bring the umbrella just in case, especially tomorrow, though, I think. We've got beer, wine, the arts festival that gets underway at noon. 70 degrees right now, looking beautiful over the Capitol.
Yeah, you guys went to D.C. a few years
back. We
did.
It was a hot summer day that we were there, and then there was a thunderstorm and then a double rainbow when we were at the Seeking Shelter at the Lincoln Memorial. It was magical.
D.C. is such a great city. It really is. But always know that there are a lot of things you can do inside that happen to be free. Your tax dollars pay for it, so get out there and enjoy.
Exactly. Temperatures in the 80s. I think it's going to be mostly cloudy today, but otherwise dry. I think a better chance for rain tomorrow. Taste of Dallas, looking yummy out there. What do you think?
I think it looks fantastic.
What are they known for? What kind of food?
You know, one thing I know that they will have, a lot of times, and they did have this in Austin. I lived in Texas for a number of years. You'd have, during some of the hottest days of the year, you'd have chili cook-offs, which always seemed weird because you'd always think, isn't that something you'd have during the winter time?
In the summer,
No, you eat it year-round. In Chicago for the Blues Festival, we're going to be talking gray, I think.
Yeah, we're singing the blues here. A lot of cloud cover, but you know what? It's going to be dry. Temperature-wise, I'm loving it in the 70s.
There you go. In Houston, beautiful Houston. We've got some beautiful sky conditions, feeling very Houston-like, I'm thinking. Yes, very muggy, very, very hot, no doubt.
Hot, that's without the humidity, right? Temperatures in the mid-90s, so feeling even warmer than that. We've got the CMA Music Festival going on here in Nashville. Looking a little iffy here.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Out by the Grand Ole Opry, rough times on both Saturday and Sunday. Could have some ponding on the roadways. Temperatures warming up a little bit on your Sunday, but still 90% chance.
All right, we got time for one more really quick. The Hotlanta Half Marathon and 5K. We already know it's not good out there this morning.
Yeah, it looks like more of the same there. But what about parts of the South dealing with the chance of flash flooding this weekend? We've got meteorologist Tim Wooten. He's in Asheville, North Carolina with the latest. Kelly.
Yeah, Reynolds, let me tell you what, we have perfect weather conditions today. Some 1,500 runners are part of the Asheville Half Marathon and 5K. They're finishing right here behind me. We've already had the first runner from the Half Marathon. He finished, Zach did, in an hour and 16 minutes. Did we finish before the rain? Find out later.
So Kim, you going for a big Drive Safe and Save discount?
Yep, using the app. I've been quite vigilant.
Sharon says step on it. The meeting started.
Okay, write her back. Dear Sharon, don't mess with my discount.
Faster, Mommy. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I do too, honey, but we're gonna hold it for Mommy's discount.
Easy, easy.
But you're in labor.
Don't mess with my discount!
Get a discount up to 30% with Drive Safe and Save from State Farm.
The Home Depot has the brands you can't get anywhere else, with the latest innovations to make things easier, faster, and with longer runtime. Today is the day for doing. Save now on Ryobi products like these. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Stouffer's lasagna with meat and sauce has 2 times the beef of the leading meat sauce lasagna. That's double the tender ground beef baked into every cheesy, mouth-watering bite. When it comes to irresistible taste, more is always more. Stouffer's.
It's where a cowgirl can meet 480 horses. Where a Labradoodle owner can meet their next hybrid. Where the crew can meet its third row. And where a soccer mom can meet her MVP.
Yeah.
Over 500 million connections made. Find the car you'll love. We met on Cars.com.
Once Daily Toujeo helps you control your blood sugar around the clock. And with a $0 copay, that's something to groove about. Toujeo is used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. It contains 3 times as much insulin in 1 milliliter as standard insulin. Don't use Toujeo to treat diabetic ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar or if you're allergic to insulin. Get medical help right away if you have a serious allergic reaction such as body rash or trouble breathing. Don't reuse needles or share insulin pens. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which can be life-threatening. It may cause shaking, sweating, fast heartbeat, and blurred vision. Check your blood sugar levels daily. Injection site reactions may occur. Don't change your dose without talking to your doctor. Tell your doctor about all medicines and medical conditions. Check insulin label each time you inject. Taking TZDs with insulins may cause heart failure that can lead to death. To JO, ask your doctor.
Norwegian's Free at Sea lets you choose up to 5 free offers, like free unlimited open bar, free shore excursions, friends and family sail free, and more. Your next vacay awaits from just $2.99. Norwegian Cruise Line. Feel free.
This is your wake-up call. If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis, month after month, the clock is ticking on irreversible joint damage. Ongoing pain and stiffness are signs of joint erosion. Humira can help stop the clock. Prescribed for 15 years, Humira targets and blocks a source of inflammation that contributes to joint pain and irreversible damage.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Help stop the clock on further irreversible joint damage. Talk to your rheumatologist. Right here, right now. Humira.
The Weather Channel is making a change to the Water Channel. Now, every time you check your forecast on the Weather Channel, you unlock clean water for people in need. Check your weather. Unlock clean water.
But the initials stay the same. TWC. You may have noticed that we have changed a couple of letters in the corner of the screen. We are raising awareness about clean water by transforming ourselves, at least temporarily, into the Water Channel this week.
That's right. We can all do a bit more to make sure that every human on Earth has access to clean water. And if you want to learn more, just go to thewaterchannel.org to see how you can help out.
Yeah, today happens to be World Ocean Day.
There you go.
For that, so we're raising awareness. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to AMHQ Weekend. I'm meteorologist Kelly Cass.
And I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf. And unfortunately, lots of water to come from much of the deep south. Rainy day also in Houston, Texas. Take a look at this for a moment. It doesn't take much to turn this drive into a disaster or a near disaster. Keep an eye on the silver truck you see right there on the left. Wait on it. Wait on it. And, yeah, how about that? The driver hits a patch of standing water, loses control, hydroplaning, spinning around to a stop. Fortunately, the driver was not hurt. But you know what? It's a great reminder that even a little bit of water, up to 6 inches of water, enough to cause you to lose control on the roadways. Got to be careful out there, Kelly.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to slow down and go under the speed limit. I know it's hard to do. We're all in such a hurry, but you definitely want to get there safely rather than have to deal with damage to your car and, of course, putting your loved ones in harm's way as well. All right, we do have a look at the situation with the showers, the thunderstorms. We're hearing thunder outside of our studio right now here in Atlanta. We do have flood alerts here in effect for portions of North Carolina, South Carolina, and up into Kentucky as well, where it is possible that we could see some flooding rain. So it all depends on the rainfall rates. We do know that the soil moisture is a little bit higher here in the Piedmont of Western North Carolina. So we're likely to see flash flooding in a place like Asheville. We'll go there live in just a moment. All the way down into Atlanta is possible. We could see some flash flooding as well. There are the thunderstorms that are going on right now, putting a ground stop into effect at the Atlanta airport, the busiest airport. So definitely check ahead on your flight. We do have the showers and storms that will be affecting us across the Sunshine State as well. It's not just flooding in the Panhandle, but also the chance for severe weather on the I-10 corridor. The main threat will be damaging winds to go along with those thunderstorms. Of course, frequent lightning going on as well. Reynolds, as you know, we are hearing a lot of thunder right outside of our studio at the moment.
Yeah, Atlanta's just getting pummeled right now. Really, we really are. But, you know, one of the cities in the bullseye for heavy rainfall this weekend, Asheville, North Carolina, and that's where meteorologist Tevin Wooten is this morning. And I gotta tell you, when it comes to Asheville, Tevin, it is a hot spot for hikers, for tourists. With a chance of rain, is that kind of putting a great power on things?
Oh, Reynolds, not at all. We are at the Asheville Half Marathon and 10K, and let me tell you, runners are not concerned about the rain at all. You want to know why? Because they are beating the rain. One of those runners that beat the rain today, we call her the 10K Queen from Queen City. Sonia Rohde, you just completed the 10K today. You're from Charlotte, North Carolina. Tell me about how it was to run in this 10K in this awesome weather today.
I know. This was my first time running, and it's my first time to Asheville, so it was very nice. The weather, I thought it was going to rain, a little overcast, but it was a perfect weather for a run.
I know there was some light mist prior to it starting.
I needed that because it got very hot. So the little extra drizzles was right on time.
And you finished before the sun started coming out too, so that's certainly good news. How do you train for something like this?
At least try to run indoor or outdoor at least 3 times a week. You don't have to do long runs, but at least you want to get your legs and you need to get your mind right for these hills.
A lot of hills, especially between miles 3 and 4, but you finished. You got done before the rain. The rain is coming, so it's a good thing you paid attention to the forecast, and it's a great thing that we had awesome weather today, right?
That is correct.
Tanya, thank you so much, and congratulations, by the way. All right, so for the rainfall today, a quick look at the forecast here. Reynolds, you know, we have that flash flood watch until tomorrow. I expect the rain showers to start right around 5 o'clock, and some of them could come through strong at times.
Yeah, no doubt, Tevin. You're absolutely right. And that's one thing we got to watch out for. I mean, if you look at the map behind me, the story is one where it just kind of jumps out at you, right? Where it's likely to deal with the flooding near Asheville, Charlottesville, even Atlanta, where we have the heavy rain that's forming as we speak. Still to come at this point, 3 to 5 inches of rainfall is indicated by the mustard yellow that you see. But don't be surprised if you have a few places, maybe near High Point, where you get a bit more, maybe in excess of 6 or 7. And that really does appear that that's going to be the case along parts of the Florida Panhandle. So for tomorrow, and as we get into Monday, we're going to see more of the same. Scattered showers popping up a lot of places. Backups we have at the airport this morning in Atlanta. Could see more that comes from as we make our way through. Not all of this is bad. There are some places that are really desperate for some moisture. They're going to get it. We don't want the flooding, but we would like to see an end to the drought that we have in parts of the Southeast, Kelly.
Reynolds, how would you like to ride like a ninja?
Sounds intriguing.
I can picture
Sign me
it now.
up, sure. I'm scared.
Well, still ahead on AMHQ Weekend, we're going to go camping. An adventure awaits those who love biking. And it's not just for normal biking that we're talking about. What campers are learning at Mountain Bike Camp and how does someone ride in the rain.
What's going on up here?
Can't see what it is yet.
What is that? That's a Blazer? It's a Chevy Blazer?
Oh, this is dope.
This thing is beautiful.
I love the lights.
Oh man, it's got a mean face on it.
It looks like a piece of candy.
Look at the interior. This is nice.
This is my sexy mom car.
I would feel like a cool dad.
It's just really chic.
Love this.
It's gorgeous.
I would pull up in this in a heartbeat. I want one of these.
That is sharp.
The all-new Chevy Blazer speaks for itself.
I don't know who they got to design this, but give them a cookie and a star.
Experience the style, craftsmanship, and technology that have made the RX the leading luxury SUV of all time.
Lease the 2019 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Crush hunger with Hot Pockets high-protein steak and cheddar, stuffed with tender, juicy steak and 100% real cheddar cheese in a crispy, buttery crust. With 14 grams of protein, they're literally packed with deliciousness.
Hot Pockets.
I want it.
I can't believe it. That car brought his karaoke machine.
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why you'd say.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
We're Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh, and you may know us from your very first sandwich, your mammoth masterpiece, and whatever this was. Because we make our meat with the good of the deli and no artificial preservatives. Make every sandwich count with Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh.
Not even our competitor's best battery can match the power of Energizer, because Energizer Ultimate Lithium is the longest-lasting AA battery in the world. Energizer, backed by science, matched by no one.
Sometimes, bipolar 1 disorder makes you feel like you can do it all. But mania, such as unusual changes in your mood, activity, or energy levels, can leave you on shaky ground. Help take control by asking your healthcare provider about Vraylar. Vraylar treats acute mania of bipolar 1 disorder. Vraylar significantly reduces overall manic symptoms and was proven in adults with mixed episodes who have both mania and depression. Vraylar should not be used in elderly patients with dementia due to increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol, weight gain, high blood sugar, and decreased white blood cells, both of which can be serious or fatal, dizziness upon standing, falls, seizures, impaired judgment, heat sensitivity, and trouble swallowing may occur. Ask if Vraylar can help you get on track.
Oh, Saturday sun, I met someone out on the West Coast.
Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs, 65 degrees right now, and it is a quiet morning here. Some sun out there, but Saturday is only day you're going to have it for a bit to come. Clouds are going to flow in, and you know what else is going to be moving in town? St. Louis Cardinals. They are going to be taking the hill, let's see, at 6:15 this evening, but always a beautiful time at Wrigley, no matter the weather. Let's talk about what we have out there in terms of the whole new ball game you're going to be dealing with this weekend. In Chicago, we start with the clouds. Showers move in on Sunday morning and also Monday morning. Temperatures could not be more comfortable. We're talking mainly some 70s, so good times there. As we roll forward in time, what we're going to deal with more rainfall. The greatest amount of it will be in places like, say, the Carolinas, into Virginia. But remember, we do have a flash flood warning, or watch rather, that's in effect for parts of the Piedmont and into Kentucky too. So be careful out there. Going for a hike, whatnot, didn't take a whole lot of rainfall to cause some flooding, so cause some roads, some trails to really be impacted. And if you're not really familiar with your surroundings, especially if you're out there hiking and whatnot, it could be pretty dangerous pretty quickly. So for today, looks like it's going to be the tropical rain showers that are going to be affecting parts of the Ohio Valley, moving into the Great Lakes too, but then eventually the migration will make its way into parts of the Northeast. But it's going to hold off for the event at Belmont. Belmont Stakes, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 70s, cooling down into the 60s by the evening hours. So Mid-Atlantic for tomorrow, we're talking D.C., let's see, back to the Delmarva Peninsula, scattered showers. Still quiet for you in New York. And then there's this thing called Monday. Perhaps you've heard of it. When a lot of people go back to work, guess what? Showers move through. So your commute might be really a nightmare along parts of I-95. Then on Tuesday, Logan. Tag, you're it. You've got the scattered showers. Dry air moves into the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley, but still rain holding off for much I-95. Listen back over to Kelly.
Meanwhile, the rain has already arrived for our weekend plans in the southeast. There's a live look at Jacksonville Beach, courtesy of Surfline, and you can see 77 degrees. I don't see a lot of folks out there, but there are a few maybe shell hunters on the beach this morning going for that early stroll. That's really your better bet, because by the afternoon we do see a better chance for the showers and the thunderstorms. All right, so let's take a look at it here. Rip currents, that's going to be another risk as well. You notice from that live picture, the waves really weren't that bad, but it's what you can't really see all that well that's the bigger danger, and that's rip currents that can take you out to sea. So we've got the moderate risk on the East Coast and a high risk over here in the panhandle of Florida. Persistent onshore flow and already some thunderstorms booming in the panhandle as well. So you may not even want to get out to the beach, especially when it's thundering and raining. Maybe stick with the hotel pool. We do have 84 in Pensacola for with that chance for rain during the day today, all the way over towards Panama City Beach. Really high chance of rain. I mean, we're talking 80% chance, water temperatures like bath water, and a little breezy out there too at about 20-25 miles per hour. Clearwater, Florida, also looking at that chance for some thunderstorms, and along the East Coast, you just can't rule it out, whether it's Miami or maybe up towards Daytona. But again, remember, moderate rip current risk for parts of the Space Coast of Florida as we go through the day today.
Just be careful out there.
Yes.
That's what you got to do. Well, our summer series, Let's Go Camping, is back and bringing you, well, some fun and exciting camps the kids are enjoying all across America. And we're kicking off the first week with some adventure. There's a camp for just about any kind of activity, including mountain biking.
I love to go biking. Ninja Mountain Bike Performance has camps all over the country that offer kids the adventure of becoming the best rider. Hannah Levine joins us now to discuss the camp. Good morning, Hannah. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning. Great to be here.
So tell us, what makes this camp a good time?
Oh, man. So we have partnered, Ninja Mountain Bike Performance, we've partnered with the Camp Jordan YMCA and the Windman Trails in Manitowish Waters, Wisconsin, for a summer camp extravaganza. So we've got a mix of mountain biking activities for campers, along with the normal camp activities, being on a lake and hanging out in cabins and bonfires and all that good stuff.
Yeah, weather doesn't always cooperate when it comes to our outdoor events. So when weather is a factor, do campers learn how to embrace it? They learn how to ride in the rain, so to speak.
Yeah, certainly. One of the things that we'll always cover at our camps and clinics is trail conditions. So some trails you can ride when they're wet or when it's raining, and other trails don't drain as well. And riding those trails when they're wet can cause a lot of damage. So we'll talk a little bit about soil and trail conditions, and then we'll talk with students and riders about being prepared. So making sure that they know where they are on the trail and that they've packed the right weather gear, rain jackets, change of clothes, things like that for being out on the trail.
Hannah, just watching these kids make some pretty impressive jumps out there, I got to think that confidence really is a thing that's building with this particular camp. What other things do you think kids take away?
Yeah, so our number one goal is for students and riders to leave feeling more confident in their riding and having a better understanding of how to maneuver on the bike and have fun and keep it safe. Of course, we want students to leave with some skills and drills that they can practice on their own when they get home so that they can keep improving and keep shredding. And then, of course, leaving with a handful of new riding buddies and new friends from all over the area.
Wow. Now, I got to ask you, how many people take part in the Ninja Mountain Bike Performance Camp? I mean, just a handful of kids, or do you have a pretty big crew of folks that participate?
For this unique summer camp, we've got, I think, just around 20 students that'll be participating this summer. This is the second year we've done it. But we do have, with our other side of our business, about 600 events all over the country throughout the year for riders ages 11 and up.
And Hannah, one quick question. Is there like a contest at the end where they actually compete against each other?
Not for this camp. This camp is all fun. We have some riders that are racing in their local high school leagues or other organizations. So we may talk a little bit about race tactics, but it's all fun. No racing at the end of this one.
Good. I like to hear that.
Wow, I think that they're going to have a 49-year-old camper named Reynolds Wolf that needs to go out there taking part. That sounds like fantastic times. Hannah Levine with Ninja Mountain Bike Performance. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Having me.
All right, great series. We're going to be featuring different camps every week here on the Weather Channel. Well, despite the rain, there are things that just have to get done. You got to take the dog out for a walk, Reynolds, despite the weather.
That is so true. That is so true. But like you, man's best friend would probably like to be dry, but you know what? We got you covered. We'll let you know what you can expect weather-wise coming up.
How pure can pure be? Our 12-step process provides 100% pure quality water. Look for kids packs from Nestle Pure Life. Fun designs and a perfect size just for your kids.
My insurance rates are probably going to double.
But Dad, you've got
Allstate. With accident forgiveness, they guarantee your rates won't go up just because of an accident.
Smart kid.
Indeed. Are you in good hands?
This is the ocean.
Oh, let's swim together in the water clear and clean. It makes us feel better.
Just listen.
Doesn't care where we've been.
There's so much we want to show her. We needed a car that would last long enough to see it all.
Subaru Outback. 98% are still on the road after 10 years.
Bear presents A Job Well Done. Painting be done and stay done.
Done, 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 done.
Bear, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with interior paints, and keeps all you're doing done. Great paint, new low price, starting at $24.98. Exclusively at the Home Depot.
If you see traces of blood when you brush or floss, you don't have to choose between healthy gums and strong teeth. Complete Protection from Parodontax has 8 design benefits for healthy gums and strong teeth. Complete Protection from Parodontax.
Would you like to try a burger made with plants?
Plants.
It's delicious, and I am a kid, so if I like it...
Morningstar Farms, America's favorites, made from plants.
The hot summer weather is right around the corner.
So if it's time to replace your windows and patio doors, this is the perfect month to get the project started and save big because Renewal by Andersen has declared June National Replacement Window Month. Only through June 30th. Take $250 off every window. Take $650 off every patio door. Plus, we'll take an extra $150 off your entire order with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. Don't suffer another hot summer inside your house. Save hundreds during National Replacement Window Month. Take $250 off every window. Take $650 off every patio door. Plus, get an extra $150 off your whole order. And with our financing, don't pay anything for a year. For an appointment, call Renewal by Andersen before June 30th. 570-264-3700.
Stream your news just like everything else you love with Local Now. It's completely free and ready to go when and where you are. Local Now. Find it in your favorite app store.
Currently in our area, 61 degrees under sunny skies. Today, partly cloudy, high 83. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, considerable cloudiness, low 56. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, partly cloudy, high 79. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Take a look at this video. You have to take a look. I mean, a water rescue plays out right in front of our eyes.